Hello world, welcome to Java training, and in this video I'm going to explain you about the Java comments. So the topics for today's video are comments in Java and types of comments in Java. What's comments in Java? A text note that gives the explanation about the source code and makes it easy for programmer to remember the complex things added to the code. Basic usage of comment is to give the explanation about the source code. Let's say if multiple developers are engaged in writing some software, then if one developer is writing a complex piece of code, using comments he or she can give the explanation about that piece of code, so that if anyone else tries to understand that code, it will be easier for him to understand. So they act as a documentation in the source code. A good code will always contain well organized comments to enhance the readability. So it basically enhances the readability. Now let's see how many types of comments are there in Java. So first one is single line comment, second one is multi-line comments, and the third one is documentation comments. Let's see each of these types one by one. First one is single line comment. So in Java, single line comments are provided by using two forward slash. For using single line comment, you have to just put two forward slash. So after that, whatever you will be writing will be single line comment. Next one is multi-line comment. So a multi-line comment is basically provided by using forward slash asterisk as the starting point and then asterisk forward slash as the ending point. So whatever I'll write between these two will be the multi-line comment. This is line 1, and if I'll keep on adding line, you can see an asterisk is getting added. This denotes the starting of the multi-line comment and this denotes the ending of the multi-line comment, and in between we have asterisks in order to support the multi-line. Next type of comment is documentation comment. In documentation comment, starting point is forward slash and then two asterisks, and ending point is simply asterisk and forward slash. So in multi-line comment, we have seen that we were using only one asterisk in the starting point, but in documentation comment, we are using two asterisks. Under the documentation comments, there are some important tags to provide the documentation. So some of the tags are @author, @version, @param, @return, @exception, @throws. Now let's see how we generate the documentation comment in the code. Let me write down some method, public static void m1. I want to give documentation comment. I'll use forward slash two asterisk, and if I'll just hit enter, it will generate the documentation comment. So there are tags that I have shown you before. So @author, I'm writing Abhinav, @version, let's say 1.0, @param. So this method do not accept any parameter, so I'll write it as none. And there are other tags also. @throws basically denote what exception this method is throwing. So these are the documentation comments that I have put. Now what is the use of documentation comment? Let's say in the main method, I'm calling this method m1. Now if I'll hover on this m1 method, it will give me the information of m1. I mean the documentation about the m1 method. So it will be easier for programmer to understand the related things with this method. So it accepts no parameter, it throws no exception. Version of this method is 1.0 and the author is Abhinav. So this is the use of documentation comment. I want to cover one more thing regarding single line comment and multi-line comment. Let's say I want to comment this m1 using single line comment. So what I'll do is that I'll just click on this particular line. So on my keyboard, if I'll press Control key and forward slash, it will by default put the single line comment. Now in order to remove this comment, what I'll do, I'll again press Control and forward slash. It will remove the single line comment. In order to put multi-line comment, let's say I want to comment line 26, 27, 28. So I will just select these lines, and in order to put the multi-line comment, I will press Control, Shift and then forward slash. By doing so, all the line that I have selected will be put under the multi-line comment. Now in order to remove the multi-line comment, I will again select the commented area and I will press Control, Shift, backward slash this time. So it will remove the multi-line comment. So these are some of the shortcuts that we can use in order to put the single line comment as well as multi-line comment. This is all about the comments in Java.